Okay, just about to head off to Corin Dam and stop off, get a quick coffee and $2 pair of thongs. You'll see why later. And yeah, we'll get to the hike shortly. See you soon. So I've just arrived at the base of Stockyard Spur. About to put the backpack on and start walking. Don't know how well you can see, but check out the snow on that hill up there. Looks pretty great. So here's a little preview of what Stockyard Spur's like. Backpack on. Definitely makes it a bit more of a challenge, but we've got all day, so I'm about halfway up the steep part. What are we at? A kilometre and 220 elevation. So here's a good place to have a little break if you come up here, a couple of logs. So show you something I've noticed in the way up here so far. Pretty dangerous, this one. A lot of trees that are falling over, but this one's just resting against some other trees, but you know, it's pretty dangerous because the trail's right there. So you can tell you've made it past the hard part where you get, or you've come up that 500 first meters. When you see it, it turns a bit more alpine up here. You can see the trees, you can see the grass. Yeah, so you know you've made it. When you get a bit of snow, where there's little, there's more. We're about 700 meters up and we got our first patchy bit of snow. Looks lovely. So the idea for breakfast was to bring some eggs and boil them up. So to have boiled eggs in the morning, but I forgot the eggs. So when I was getting a coffee, I grabbed this Danish. But after, you know, walking up 700 meters from the car park, I've gotten a bit peckish. So I've eaten my breakfast. So probably crackers for breakfast tomorrow. Just a flock of rosellas here. First bit of life I've seen for a couple of hours. Got a bit of hard packed snow now, quite a fair bit. You can see a few people have been up here today for a walk. At the car park there are no cars, so I guess they've been and gone. It's nice. There's something to be said about hiking in the snow. Very adventurous. Love it. Hey, we just neared the end of Stockyard Spur. I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you where Mount Franklin Fire Trail starts. Just coming up to a junction. Go back to that way, that's Mount Franklin. It'll take you to Brindaballas. And as you can see here, 1K to Pryor's hut where we're going. Home sweet home. Can't wait to get this pack off. It's been 2.5 hours, about 800 meters elevation. So I will look at getting this pack off, getting my tent set up, get some firewood, maybe light a fire, have a snack, and we'll go from there. I'll give you a bit of tour once we're done. So I've been meaning to try this new AI. Here we go, tent set up. How quick was that? Let's have a little look. So this is a nature hike one man. The only reason I really got the one man, I've had a one man before, and the only reason I got this one is because the fly comes out half a meter or so you can stash your bag in there. And howdy. So I'm still feeling new to the whole what equipment I'm bringing. So I brought this axe. It's a hiking axe and it's sharp. It's great. Look at that. Just smashes that log. But for the weight, it's 500 grams compared to this. This is probably 200 grams. And that's dead hardwood, but that'll burn for an hour or so. And if you weigh up, you know, what you're going to bring, I recommend this as a Barco folding saw. You can get bow saws. You get a lot more power into them, but for what this is, I think this will be staying in my pack now. Not gonna lie, I underestimated how hard it'd be to light a fire with wet wood, especially because most is sitting around in the snow. They do have caches of it here, but I just didn't want to chew into the emergency supplies. Yeah, so I've been babying this for maybe 45 minutes to get it going, and then I've had to pile the rest of the night's timber around it just to dry it out. So I told you earlier that I was going to stop in on the trip here to get a coffee and some $2 thongs from the reject shop, and this is why, because you know, after walking 8Ks into 800 meters elevation, your boots get wet and gross and sweaty, and there's nothing better than putting a fresh pair of socks on and just letting your feet dry in front of the fire. Okay, so please take a seat while I serve you your dinner. So what we're having tonight is green pea and smoky bacon. Before we lose all the light, it'll be sundown soon. I got a new chair from Nature Hike, the same as the tent, same brand as the tent. I've been with Nature Hike for a little while now. It hasn't let me down yet. So I think this is a 500 gram, might be a bit more, I'd have to look at it again, but it's a light chair. And I think it's rated at over 100 kilos, I'm 70. And so, you know, when you walk up and go camping, to have a chair, especially if I'm here I won't leave till 8 o'clock in the morning or so I'm here for 16 hours, it's a luxury to have. So just a shout out to this chair, and if you're thinking of investing in an ultralight hiking chair, highly recommend it, especially, you know, I'm sitting up at the fire reading a Kindle at the moment. It's great. So far we've got our pea and ham soup cooked. We've got a slab of sourdough bread, which I've just put on this diffuser. And we've got a couple of MPVs tonight. We've got the saw that we saw earlier, which cut up all this wood here. And you know, you cut through 100 mil of hardwood in a minute or two. Very valuable thing to carry, and it's only 150 grams or so. The diffuser has actually stopped the food sticking to the bottom of these tins, these pots, which is really great. And then the chair that I mentioned before. I've got a new sleeping bag, I'm yet to try that out, but so far just testing some new equipment has been good. You know what, I just realised I didn't want to deny you the experience of watching me eat my food, because on reality TV, it's one of the best parts, how they do it. But for me, I'm just spooning it on. I've actually got a spork, spoon fork, and I'm not really dunking it, I'm just tipping it on and taking a chunk. And because it's sourdough, very hearty, I guess. Very solid. It's not like your Vienna where that's fluffy. It's very dense. So it's a good thing to carry when you're hiking. You get a lot of body out of it, a lot of heart. Hello, just about to hit the hay. I was about to say, hey guys, just about to hit the hay. But I just noticed, this is all fly. I mean all screen, and then you got the fly out there. So it's in quite a big draft, but I'm sure we'll be fine. We've got a -12 sleeping bag. But I'm buggered, so I'm gonna hit the hay, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Night. Howdy. So I had myself a nap. I woke up and I thought, fuck it, I'm going back. So you can see here, it's very hard on the knees coming down Stockyard Spur, especially with a pack on. I gotta say though, like the night hike has been interesting. Yeah, still keen just to get home and unpack again though. We got ourselves a wee little possum. Camera doesn't really want to play the game, but pretty sure it's a possum. Some sort of marsupial. Good night, Mr. Possum. Hey guys, so I made it home safe and sound. Got here about 11 p.m-ish, 10:30, 11. And so the bit of the rationality behind leaving early was I went to bed at like 5 o'clock and I'd been doing night shift all week. So by the time I got a couple of hours sleep, I was just sitting there tossing and turning. I wasn't going to sleep again until 1 o'clock in the morning. So instead of doing that, I was just easier to pack up and come home. The other thing is it did rain on Saturday. So instead of just sitting there all night listening and then walking home in the rain the next day, it was more productive to have an early night. I know Lynn was very happy to see me. I had to edit her out then because she wasn't very happy to be in the video. But let's see what happens in the next adventure. Hopefully she'll be there. I think she felt like she missed out with all the snow on that. So hopefully you got some value out of the video, and we'll do one again soon. Hopefully Cozzy, I'm thinking. Like to do a multi-day, but we'll start with the overnighters and we'll stay all night next time, okay? Until then, talk soon.